as this crisis emerges, as it goes forward, what are some things that people have to be thinking about as it relates to money and finances?
Well, those are really, really good questions. And I am the Multicultural Strategy Manager at City National Bank, and that's City, C-I-T-Y, not to be confused with the other one. But there's a few things people need to be thinking about. One, do not spend unnecessarily. And I know everybody is saying that, but this could last longer than we think. You know, people are talking about 2 weeks to 4 weeks quarantine and that sort of thing, but we really don't know how long it's going to take. But let me tell you something really, really, really important that you can do right now, and that is to be proactive and to communicate with your debtors. So if you look at all of your bills right now and you know that you are not going to be able to make next month's mortgage, next month's car note, next month's rent, be realistic with yourself about how much you can afford of those bills and call your creditors now. One thing that all banks appreciate and all creditors appreciate, including your credit card creditors, is a proactive communication. Call them now and just be upfront. I'm not going to be able to meet my whole bill next month. Here's how much I'm going to be able to pay. Can I set up a payment plan now? Can I set up a forbearance agreement now? Can I move next month's payment to the end of my, 30-year note? Be proactive and communicate now before they start calling you. I'm telling you, people, try it.
Yeah, no. You are giving sage advice. Sage advice. Because at the end of...
Now, let me talk very quickly about evictions and foreclosures. Say this thing goes on for a minute and you get an eviction notice. I'm a landlord, and I also, back in my early days, back in my college days, I've been evicted before, but I'm currently a landlord, and I only have 3 units. So what people have to understand is if a tenant can't pay their rent to a landlord who only has a small number of units, what that means is that the landlord is not going to be able to pay their mortgage, right? So as a landlord is going to really appreciate you coming forth and just being honest as far in advance as possible. But if you get that eviction notice, you have due process by the law. And so you're going to have an average of 3 months to get everything together before you're actually thrown out of that place. So don't panic, don't lose sleep, just come up with a plan and save as much money as possible if you cannot cure that default on your rent. If it comes to a foreclosure on property that you own, that's going to take probably even longer. So again, don't panic, but in both situations, save as much money as possible so that when you have to make that move, you are as prepared as possible.